Hour 2 of Late Night Health continues. I'm Mark Alyn, along with Josh Lane. Hi, Josh.
Hello, Mark.
And, of course, the insane one, Daryl Wayne.
Greetings to one and all.
And we are going to spend the next hour talking about a number of things. One thing we're going to talk about is the calorie myth. There's a new book out. It's called The Calorie Myth: How to Eat More, Exercise Less, Lose Weight, and Live Better, with Jonathan Baylor. He'll be joining us in just a little bit. We're also going to spend some time talking about Gluten Free Beer. Last hour, we spent some time talking about gluten and how it's an inflammatory to many people. And many people are cutting gluten from their diet. So somebody came up with the idea of a gluten-free beer. We go now to Brooklyn, New York, if I'm not mistaken. Lars Dahlhaus?
That's correct. Yes, Lars Dahlhaus. That's exactly right.
Somebody in your family must have made dolls at one point, huh?
No. It has absolutely nothing to do with it. It refers to a house in the city of Dahl.
Ah.
And that's where all my family's from in Germany, and hence the name. So they're quite rare in the U.S., but has nothing to do with doll houses, I assure you.
All right. Well, I was just trying to make it theatrical if I could. Lars heads up the specialty brew division of St. Killian, where he started importing beer from Germany in the early 80s. And you found this beer, Lambsbräu, which is a gluten-free beer. Who came up with the idea of the gluten-free beer?
Well, Lambsbräu as a brewery has been around since 1643, really a long time. And they have been one of the most organic, I consider them the most organic brewery in the world. Let me start from the beginning there, really. The now owner, Dr. Ernstberger, is one of the leaders in organic brewing in the world, and certainly one of the leaders in organic food in general. He made Lambsbräu 100% organic. Not only all the ingredients that go into the beer are organic, but even the water is organic. The yeast is organic.
Wow.
And they make their own malts, which there are only a handful of breweries around the world that have their own malt house. Very labor-intensive and long process. So they control the entire production chain. And I've been involved with that brewery for almost 10 years now. And
let's see, the brewery's over 500 years old, and you've been involved for 10 years, so that's good. Okay,
correct.
You've got another 500 years to go.
Yeah, they think in centuries over there, not in years or decades.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yes.
So
they came up with the idea, I would say about 6-7 years ago, to make a gluten-free product, because gluten-free is very, very popular in Germany, in Europe in general. And it took us about 4 or 5 years to finally get the approval with the U.S. TTB to get us to bring this product over to the U.S. to persuade them that this product is indeed 100% gluten-free.
I was going to ask on that because on the bottle, on the packaging, it says may contain gluten. Is that a qualifier for the people who are allowing you to bring it into the country?
That is exactly the case. The TTB doesn't believe in a product made from gluten-containing grains can actually be gluten-free. And the process is extremely genuine and extremely difficult to do. They literally remove the gluten after the brewing process. It's patented. Nobody else can recreate it like they do. And it preserves the entire taste, essentially just filters it one more time with a special filter that sucks out all the gluten. And the amazing thing is no laboratory has ever been able to find any gluten in the product.
You mentioned the LTB. Can you tell us what that is?
Oh, that's the TTB. It's the Tobacco Trades Commission that gives label approval, that tests the product.
They're the guys that they were known as the revenuers during the Hatfields and McCoy era. Okay, got it. They're the one. All right, gotcha. I tasted the beer last night.
Yep.
And I am a big foodie. Mm-hmm. I love wine. I love beer, and we tasted it. And I was amazed at the depth of the beer. Mm-hmm. I could tell immediately that it was an imported beer, not something. I hate to knock Coors or Bud Light, or Miller Light, to be an equal opportunity beer basher.
Yeah.
But those just don't have any flavor to me.
Right, and quite honestly, that has also been the problem with other gluten-free products. Gluten-free beers are usually made out of other grains that don't contain gluten, like sorghum or millet, and they just don't have a typical beer taste. So you want to have a hoppy feeling. You want to have the malt depth, and the really nice, somewhat sweet flavors that really only a product made from malt and wheat can create. So they accomplish both things. They have removed the gluten 100%, and they kept the flavor of the malt and wheat in the product. And that exactly is the big difference.
I want to make a food analogy, and I'm hoping Josh will come in and correct me. When caffeine-free, non-caffeinated coffee became available, the method was not healthy to the drinker of the coffee. They used, I can't remember if they used an acid, how they removed the caffeine. Now they do it with steam, and it's more of a natural process. What is the process that they use to suck out the gluten in the beer, and is it still healthful?
Yes, it's basically an enzyme-based process that the enzyme clings to the gluten protein and makes it bigger. Just blows it up, so when they filter it one more time, all the gluten stay in the filter, and only the non-gluten containing beer goes through. That's all there is.
So it's
simple, but very effective.
And and the doctor who now owns it, is he an MD, a medical guy, or a biochemist?
He's definitely not a medical guy. I do not know 100% where he got his doctor in, but I've known him for 10 years, and he's been flying around the world and giving talks about organic farming, organic food, and certainly organic beer.
Oh, I'd love, if he's ever in California or in the States, call me up. We'd love to talk to him about that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If that happens, I'll certainly let you know.
Is there a market for gluten-free beer?
We believe so. The gluten-free segment in general is just booming through the roof. People are not only choosing gluten-free products because they have celiac disease. People are using gluten products for health reasons. Other than that, for diet reasons, losing weight, just cutting out the gluten is a very big topic for a lot of people. And I think we fit in there just very nicely. And I think when you have been on a gluten-free diet, and one of the things you're really going to be missing is a good beer. And to this day, I would say there are very few gluten-free beers out there that really satisfy a Pils drinker, like somebody that seeks out a good lager, Pilsner style. It's just not out there.
It was, as you said, it was hoppy, and it made me hoppy in drinking it. It was. We just checked. Anchor Steam beer is 4.6. 4.6. 4.6.
Coors is 5.0.
And Coors is 5.0. So it's in that fairly low alcohol content.
Yep.
Yet it still was full flavor to me. And I actually prefer a dark beer. I like a big beefy, dark, rich, Bavarian kind of a beer. I like my women that way, and I like my wine that way as well. What about distribution for Lamb's Brow? Is that national yet?
We have started in several states. Florida and California were one of our first states, New York as well, and we're slowly going to grow into it. We're hoping to be in about 15 states by the end of this year. Among them, Washington State will come on in a couple months. Oregon will probably take the first order in a month or two. So we are slowly rolling it out. We want to make sure that all the markets that start with it have continuous supply.
Well, we here in California, we're all over the state of California, and of course we're at WMEL in Florida, in Cocoa Beach. So hopefully people will be able to try it. Listen, Lars, thanks for joining us. I look forward to talking to you again sometime.
Sounds good. Thank you so much for having me.
Our pleasure. Thank you very much. All right, coming up next, it's back to Josh Lane. He and I are going to talk about what we've all talked about during the last hour and a half, and then we'll wrap up our show soon with Jonathan Baylor, the author of The Calorie Myth. Don't go away. Lots more coming up. Check us out at latenighthealth.com, latenighthealth.com. By the way, in a couple of weeks, we're going to have a new segment on our show. We'll be speaking with John Shaw from the National Natural Products Association. He's the president and CEO. He'll be joining us on a regular basis. We'll be back. Don't go away. Late Night Health continues.